What's motherfucker Papa? It's your girl Night, and today I'm doing another story time. Yeah. Ignore my lash. This one looks a little lower than this one, but yeah. Anyway, as you can see by the title, I'm telling a story time about how I got my mom, my brother, and me put out of these apartments at 14. So enough of that. Let's get right into it. So where should I even start? When how should I even break this down? Like it's so much, because we lived out there for about like 5 going on 6 years, and I was about 14 at the time. But it's like pieces broken down into why I got us put out and what really happened. So I should start by saying this. I lived out there for 5 going on 6 years, y'all. 5 going on 6 years. And I knew everybody out there. Like, I had a whole like neighborhood of friends because I always was outside. I always went to the park. I had like my sisters, you know, out there. And when you grow up with a lot of people like me and my generation, I feel like when you grow up with some of the people that was in your neighborhood, them is considered like some of your long-term, well, I still talk to some people from out there, but I consider them as my long-term friends because just the simple fact that we grew up together, you feel me? We came up together, like, yeah. So it was all types of kids out there that I used to talk to and hang with. A lot of them were older than me, and I usually hung out with the older crowd, but a lot of them are younger than me too. And when I'm talking about younger, I mean like maybe 2, 3, 4 years younger. I never really messed with the younger people more because I always hung out with the older crowd. So one day, we gotta give these names. Okay, hold on. One day it was a little boy in my neighborhood. We, like I said, we came up together. We grew up together. So I've been knowing him ever since I lived out there. But I know he is like maybe 2, 3 years younger than me, maybe. So we always used to do like stuff together as kids. But one day he was telling me how he had took his uncle's lighter, and you know, as kids you just do dumb shit like, you know, like light stuff on fire. So that's what he was doing that whole fucking day. It was a group of kids following him, and he was just lighting stuff on fire. But you know, I was with them. But yeah, while I was with them, they always expected me, because I was that lit girl. Like, okay, let me explain the type of kid I was. I was that bitch. No, but I was that kid where I like to do fun stuff. Bad stuff to me back then was fun. So, you know, I was always the daredevil. I was the rebel child. I was always out and about, and I did a lot of stuff my mom did not know about. So therefore, I'm saying, like, they always expected me to do a lot of stuff, and I'm like, y'all, not one, I'm a girl, but 2, I'm not always finna be the one doing all the bad stuff. I come up with it, but I'm not finna be the only one doing it all the time, you know? So this one dude, he was like, we had these like apartments where it was like you had to put in a code to get in. They always wanted to hang around me because I knew all the codes, you know, because I told y'all I was that. Like, I used to run that neighborhood. Let's just put it out there. I used to run that neighborhood. If you go out there today, my name is still in the sidewalk. Like, I used to run that neighborhood, period. I was that out there. Everybody, yeah. So, yeah. We went to these buildings with these codes, and next thing you know, this nigga like it's like this bulletin board where you put like stuff like we're doing inspections, like it like a bulletin board where you put papers for people to read. He lit one of those papers on the bulletin board on fire, and the whole fucking bulletin board caught on fire. Like,
What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck? Stop playing. What the fuck is that? Ah! What the
Nigga
fuck?
was just lighting shit on fire the whole day though. Now that I remember, I didn't know like what everything, but he lit this one lady's mail on fire, and then put the mail back in the mailbox, and then the mailbox caught on fire. And then like it was like a lot he was doing. That now that I think about it, it was a lot he was doing. He did that. He lit this mailbox thing, but the bulletin board thing on fire, and I was the only one who was smart enough to think, put this shit out, hurry up, put this shit out before somebody sees this. So I was the one who was like, I don't know what the fuck I did. I think I ripped the whole billboard off, or I don't know. I think I grabbed this newspaper and put it out. Like, I just put the fire out. And this lady had came out her door, and we just all ran. And the only person she seen, of course, was me. So it looked like I was the one responsible for it. But in reality, I was putting the fucking fire out. That's gag. That's the gag. So, yeah. It was that incident. And I remember that incident specifically because I think that lady called and reported that to the office. And yeah, we're gonna talk about this office lady. We're gonna get into that. So the next day he come outside. I remember this. He telling everybody like, let's go to the basketball court, let's go to the basketball court. I was kind of like a tomboy too. Like I told y'all, I was fun. I did a little bit of everything, but I used to play basketball with the boys and stuff. So we used to go to the court, and we used to yeah, I used to play games with, yeah, I was that, I'm telling y'all. So went to go play basketball, come back. We used to take the creek. Like we had this little creek, and you can literally walk through, and it's like a little shortcut to get to through the whole neighborhood for real. And we went in the creek, and the people who was with us, they just wanted us to keep doing the lighter stuff because they thought that shit was cool. I don't know. But of course he had his lighter, and we was going to the basketball court because I had my basketball, and he was like, Tanaya, you want to light this on fire? And I'm like nah, like I'm cool. I was just always with the shits though, like when it came down with everything. But someone just told me like, nah, like I'm about to go to the basketball court. So we taking the creek, we almost to the basketball court. They stopped, and he found some newspaper, and I don't know why he always would light newspaper on fire, but he got some newspaper and he put it in like a campfire, like as you would put in a campfire, and he lit it on fire. And then I'm looking around like, ooh, campfire, da, da, da. So I'm finding more stuff for him to burn, and you know, it's people around while we doing this, so I'm not thinking nothing of it though. Like I'm not thinking nothing of it. So then the fire started to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and people started to notice the smoke. So somebody ended up calling the fire department. But I mean the kids, we all went to the basketball court. We left it, but we thought we put the fire out, but we didn't. And that shit started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So then the fire department and the police came, and by the time we came back to the park, or to like back over in our neighborhood, we seen a whole bunch, and everybody just got kind of scared and was like, who keeps setting these fires? Who keeps setting these fires? Da, 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 da. So let's talk about the managing lady, or the little office lady person. So the office lady, let's give her a name. We're gonna call her rude ass, because she was a rude ass lady. She didn't like kids, and she made that very clear. She didn't like kids because she used to come in this little go-kart that she used to ride around the apartments in, and she used to tell us like we can't play curveball. If you a real hood nigga, you know what curveball is. I used to play curveball all the time. She used to tell us we can't play curveball. Our park was always like only thing we really had was swings and monkey bars. And you know, as you get older and taller, the monkey bars wasn't that high. We was able to touch the monkey bars and the ground at the same time. all we had was them swings. After a while, the swings broke. Like, everything was just breaking down. And she didn't, to this day, you can go to that park and it still looks the same. She didn't fix nothing at that park. That park still looks the same, y'all. I promise y'all. If I have a picture of it, I'll probably put it in the video, or something of it. I'll probably put it in the video. But the park still looks the same to this day. But the lady, she made it very clear she didn't like kids. Everything that we did around there, she had a problem with it. And she claimed me out as a troublemaker because this one time me and this girl had gotten to it, and I wrote, well, I didn't even write it, but I got accused of writing it. But I had wrote "thought" on this girl's door, and you know, it got back to the managing office. The manager Lisa found out because the girl, yeah, long story short, she didn't like me because of that incident. And ever since then, that was kind of like my strike two with her, whatever. Let me turn this off so y'all won't hear nothing weird in the background. But yeah, so that was kind of like my strike two with her. So when this incident came up, I guess, I don't know how she went about it, but all I know is a couple days, maybe the next day after that, or maybe a day after that, 3 of us who was in that group that I said was going to the basketball court and was with us while 3 of us had papers on our door saying that we had 30 days to move.
It's hot.
And the one little dumbass boy who was doing all the fires, he didn't even get that notice on his door. I'm pretty sure his grandma still lives there. I don't know. But that nigga did not have to leave. And that, to this day, is what pisses me off the most, because he is the one who started all of that shit. It wasn't me. But I got my mom put out. These other 2 white girls, they had to move. And I think this other family had to move too. I didn't really know them all like that. But I don't think they had to move. I don't know. But they told my mom was so mad at me. Like, for the longest, yo, I'm grown now, and sometimes she still hovers that over my head about why we moved and all that. But you know, it's in the past and stuff. But it still came up recently. It came up yesterday. I was talking to my friend, obviously, and we was talking about that lady, and I was like, that should be a good story time, because I really got us put out of them apartments. And I have so many good memories over there, y'all. I promise y'all. Like, most of my childhood was in those apartments. And, you know. But yeah. Basically, yeah. I don't know. All I know is we had a notice on our door saying we had 30 days to move. And it didn't. My mom was really mad because she thought I got us evicted. But I didn't get us evicted because she ended up talking to her and telling her, like, it won't be an eviction if you da-da-da. So it didn't turn out to be an eviction, but we did have to move in 30 days, or, you know. So, yeah. But, so let me tell y'all a little bit after that. Not really much happened after that. My brother, on the other hand, my brother was grown at this time. So I had told him, like, this wasn't my fault. And when my brother-in-law, like, he knew this wasn't my fault. So we went over to the little boy's house. I forgot to tell y'all this. We went over to the little boy's house, and I had told him, like, you did this, and now I'm in trouble. Like, you have to tell these people that I didn't do this, because they telling me I gotta move. And he denying everything. He not even saying that the lighter was his. He just standing there scared, because my brother at the time, he always been big his whole fucking life. Like, he's always been this big black nigga, and you know, he looks scary to some people. And you know, as a kid, you might be a little scared of a big black dude, and you know, I don't know. he was scared as, he looked scared as fuck, and he was lying. He was lying his ass off, and it was pissing me off more because like it made it seem like I was doing tripping, like I did all of this and all of it was my fault, and it wasn't. It wasn't my fault. To this day, I do admit I put the fire out. I'm grown. I have no reason to lie about this no more. I put the fire out in the codes, and I helped gather stuff for the fire in the creek. But I did not start any of those. Like, I didn't even have the fucking lighter. So it was just, it was just like, you know, it really hurt my mom. Because, you know, when you gotta just up and move when you don't want to, it kind of fucks up your financial situation, especially when you a single mom and stuff. So it kind of messed her up. But, you know, I'm living with my mistakes. I've always had that over my head too. So at the end of the day, I just look at it as a lesson to just be more mindful, and, you know, also just hang around the people I'm supposed to hang around, because everybody is not your friend. And I had to learn that at 14. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. Yeah. So like, comment, and subscribe if y'all fuck with the story times. I will be trying to post more stuff. I have a lot of more stories that I just, you know, have to think about if I want to put them on YouTube or not. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that, y'all. Do all that, and maybe I'll post another one. I don't know. We go see. Hey, we go see. Yeah, we go see. But yeah, I'm out. Peace.